He said he was 160 on fight night.
Yeah, he did it right.
But Devin Haney does the same thing. Devin
he
Haney
did.
is a weight bully. So Devin Haney was probably 160 as well. I loved it, man.
No, it was amazing.
I loved it. Ryan is he the face of boxing now?
Yeah.
Easily.
Virgil Ortiz last night completed the stack card. That will happen in Los Angeles August 3rd. The best fight on the card, well, on paper, this would seem like it would be the best fight on the card, which is a great card, and I don't see any bad fights on there. But if it was one fight I'm really interested or looking forward to, it would be the Virgil Ortiz versus Tim Tszyu. I mean, Crawford's not far behind, but this is the fight I would like to see. And my early prediction is I'm going to pick Virgil Ortiz to stop Tim Tszyu. But I can see why people would go the other way, because the last two opponents at 154 for Virgil Ortiz were welterweights, and one of them had a brain aneurysm. So I can see why people would pick Tim Tszyu, because Tim Tszyu's been at the division longer, and it is probably the more wiser choice. And a couple of other things which concerns me. Ortiz has that condition, and he hasn't been able to make the 154-pound weight class. I don't know if that's for precautionary reasons or he just cannot make it. That part concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is he hasn't been able to get any rounds in. His two fights at 154 are a total of 2 rounds. Like I said, a lot of the wise people in boxing are picking Tim Tszyu. They're giving Tim Tszyu the edge because he's been more active, he's been at the weight class longer, and they think his power is more proven at the weight class. And I can't knock that. I cannot go against that logic. But for some reason, for right now, I may change my pick when the fight gets near. I'm picking Virgil Ortiz to stop Tim Tszyu. I just think he throws more punches. I like his jab better. And even though he's been in there when 147 pounders moving up to 154, I do think his power carries at 154. But we will discuss this fight more when we get closer to August 3rd. And once again, it's officially fight week. Boxing Scene comes out with an article that says, could Father Time catch up with Canelo against a live dog in Jaime Munguia? That is very possible. Canelo has over 60 fights at the age of 33, which is not old in boxing. Terence Crawford's on the verge of being 37, and he has 40 fights. And Terence Crawford is about 3 years older than Canelo, I think. And Canelo has 20 more fights than him. Now, De La Hoya was on the zone, and obvious, he feels, or he thinks, that Father Time has caught up with Canelo. He doesn't throw as many punches. He throws one at a time, and he does not move his feet anymore. And he thinks the changing of the guard is going to happen May 4th. And he says the major reason why he thinks the changing of guard is the volume of punches Munguia throws. He's saying it got to a point that now Canelo is just a counterpuncher. He's a great counterpuncher, one of the greatest counterpunchers in the game. That's what he waits for. But what De La Hoya does not understand is Munguia presents a lot of openings. And Canelo has a high boxing IQ, and he wants to find those openings. And that's why I'm picking him to beat Munguia at this point. But De La Hoya believes Munguia's pressure and his strength and his volume of punches will win at the end, and they will stop Canelo in the later rounds. And we all know Canelo has one of the best chins in boxing. But De La Hoya believes it won't be Canelo's chin that fails him. It will be fatigue, as fatigue makes us all cowards. So what do you think about De La Hoya's comments? Leave your thoughts in comments below. Jay Beezy, I'm gone.